Hello, this is Mrs. Ross. Excuse me. And this is Excel Lesson 4. So you should have a copy of this. I'm going to split my screen. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Okay, maybe not. But I need to go to Excel. So this is Excel Lesson 4. It says this lesson builds on the skills you've learned in 1 through 3 and teaches you some additional skills. You will then use those at the end to create a spreadsheet of your own. Follow the instructions and make sure you are saving your file when asked. Okay, so step 1 says opening the program and entering information. So if you don't have Excel pinned on your taskbar, you can go to your search and search for Excel. And you can open it. Okay, let me make that big. And then you're going to click New and Blank Workbook. So you have this blank workbook. Now I'm going to try and split my screen. Let's see. There we go. I can't see. Okay. It says Open Microsoft Excel. So I did that. And enter the following information. Enter this. Your Excel spreadsheet should look like this when you finish. So let's see. So we have SAT, scores, last, first, reading, writing, math. Smith, Johnson, Jones, Brown, White. Is that everybody? Did I miss anybody? Okay. Thomas, George, Arthur, Martin. Oh, I missed something. Thomas, George. I didn't, what? What happened to Arthur? Arthur, Martin, Sam. Okay, let's enter these numbers. So 563. Oh, no. 625, 699, 720, 519. Okay. 701, 515, 568, 685, 649, 688, 715, 615, 519, 610. Okay, so I have all of the numbers. It says if you want more space between the information, you can widen your columns. It looks like we're okay, so I'm going to leave my columns the way they are and continue on to the next page. It says save your file as last first Excel 4. So let me go to File, Save As. I'm going to go to my OneDrive. I'm going to go to Science Fair. And it's supposed to be last name, first name, Excel 4. Okay. So I've saved it. And then we're on to step number 2, formatting the information. Format the headings to be bold, italic, and underline. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bit larger so that you can see the whole thing. So the headings are here. And what I do is I left click on the word last, and I hold the mouse, the button down, and I drag it across so that they're all highlighted. And the bold, italic, underline are right up here. So bold, italic, underline. Okay, so let me make this a half. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. Click on A2, that's what I did. With your left mouse, hold and drag it over to cell E2, which is what I did. You should have all 5 headings highlighted. With these highlighted, change these to bold by clicking B. That's what I did. I clicked I for italic and U for underline. Now center the headings by clicking and dragging them as you did in 1, and choose the center command from the menu. So mine are still highlighted, but I'll unhighlight them, highlight them again. This is the center right here. So we're going to click center. And they're all centered. Let's go back. Okay. So mine look like that. That's great. And my autosave is on since I saved it to OneDrive, we should be good. We're on step 3, creating formulas. In this exercise, you're going to create a formula using one of the built-in formulas in Excel. This formula averages numbers. I actually use this every single week on your iExcels. Well, on math iExcels. Adds the selected numbers together and divides by the number of entries. So click on cell 9, C9, what is that? Oh, down here, got it. Down here, and type equals average, and the open parentheses, click on C3 and drag it so they're all highlighted, close parentheses, enter. That's what I get. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, so yep, average, drag that. Yep, I did that. Okay. Oh, okay, and then number 5 says copy the formula in cell C9 so I'm going to click on that. I press Control C, and you see how it starts like going around. I'm going to highlight these two and press Control V, and then I have the averages for those two as well. Okay, I think that's all we have on this sheet. Step 4 says, now it's your turn to create. Using what you've learned in the help feature, create a spreadsheet with this information, compute your GPA by listing all your classes in your current grade, and then compute the average. Remember, you must use the formula. Okay, so we're going to click down here at the bottom and do sheet 2, okay? And we'll do classes, grade, and I'm just going to do Bible, science, math, ELA, and history. And I'm going to put some random numbers in there. It really doesn't, oh, hopefully you didn't get a 7 in math. That would be tragic. 85 and 92. Okay, so I just put some random numbers in there. We're trying to practice spreadsheets, not trying to get our actual GPA. If you want your GPA, you can ask the registrar. So I have this, your new spreadsheet in the same file, but spreadsheet 2. Why does it have so many? Okay, oh, I see. That's not your spreadsheet. That's a new spreadsheet. So down here, I'm going to do the equals, average, open parentheses. I'm going to click at the top, drag it down to the bottom, close parentheses, and that's going to be my average. And this will be the file that you turn in. So please let me know if you have any questions or if you get stuck.